how important is it to understand the whole sport person?
Let me maybe answer that from a different angle, because it's got to do with what is your potential, what is your limit, how far can you go? And I've done research on this for so many years. Let me give you an example. Let's say Einstein sat with us this morning and he listened to this communication this morning, this dialogue. Would he have more options in his brain to deal with what we're saying than, say, the average person out there? And the answer is absolutely no. We've got the same options in our brain to deal with the world, to deal with rugby, to deal with whatever, than an Einstein. But we don't use our options because we have never been taught our options. We are often taught nonsense instead of teaching how can I use my brain to its fullest capacity. Let me give you an example. A number of years ago, I think it was the 70s, when they introduced 50 over cricket, the belief was that if you scored 200 runs, you will win a match, because that was 4 runs and over, in contrast to the 5 days, only 2 runs and over. And that is exactly what happened. People started scoring 200 runs and they won matches. But this slowly increased till a few years ago, both Australia and South Africa scored more than 430 runs. You see, the issue here is the belief. What you start believing about yourself is what you get back. So children start very early age believing that they're average or they're even stupid, and they start believing that and they live accordingly. And the same with on a rugby field, you start believing that this is your potential, this is your limit, and you start playing accordingly. And often it's just not true, it's nonsense. So applying your whole brain, as the question that you asked, will assist you. It doesn't matter what you do and where you are. It will assist you on the rugby field. It will assist you when you're playing 20-20 cricket versus 5-day cricket to know what brain to use. When you're selling cars, you will attract more people because you will pick up the clues walking into the showroom, and you start selling cars according to your client's brain and not according to your brain. So once you start living this whole brain life, it will change absolutely everything.